Rashad, it's taken a while to get to this point because of all these different hang-ups with the athletic commissions. What exactly have been going on? Is it anything that you can reveal to us?
Yeah, it was just basically a misunderstanding with the radiologist reading the report. Anytime you get an MRI, you get it read by a radiologist, and it all depends on what that radiologist says. That's what it is. But it was a miscommunication, and things got messed up, and then New York, made a decision based on the radiologist report, and it wasn't accurate. I went and got seen by other radiologists. I mean, when other did neurologists and did more tests and stuff like that. And once I did all the tests and passed everything, which I did actually pass for New York, they looked at it and they seen what the situation was, and they're like, okay, you're fine to fight.
I remember way back when you telling me that the Black Zillions, you felt like a pal papa, but it seems as though now they've somewhat disbanded, that the team is no longer. What's this camp been like for you, and where are you basing your training?
It's been like every other camp. I haven't, trained, anywhere else but with the same people I've been training with. I'm still training with Michael Johnson, Anthony Johnson, Kamaru Usman, the who's who of the Black Zillions that people know. Jason Jackson's one of my good training partners. He was in the Ultimate Fighter, Black Zillions for the American Top Team. But I still train at the same gym. Henry Hoof, Greg Jones are still my coaches, and we just don't have the name Black Zillions because technically, Glenn Robinson owns that name. So we just, we don't use the name. But at the end of the day, we're still the same team.
What do you make of Dan Kelly and his strengths? We know that he's been, in the Olympics. He's had this judo pedigree. So as an opponent, how do you size him up?
He's tough. And the fact that he's, four-time Olympian in judo, shows that he's got that championship mentality, and it shows that he's able to push himself to a place where a few select people, will ever go. And that's one thing to look at, and that's one thing to understand when you got to face a guy like that has that mental fortitude, who's going to be able to keep pushing, who's going to be able to keep going. You got to be able to meet that intensity, and that's what I plan to do on Saturday. The middleweight cut is going pretty good. My body feels good. It doesn't feel as bad as I thought. I've actually felt worse cutting for 205 at times. So, right now it feels pretty good.
George St. Pierre is going for the crown next. So what do you think about George St. Pierre and this comeback and getting this immediate title shot after a 3+ year layoff?
I think it's good for the sport. At the end of the day, we are a sport, but at the same time, we're a different sport than any other sport that's out there, because we kind of fit in this weird paradigm where we're sport, but we're also entertainment. And sometimes being part of such a niche sport, you kind of gotta err on the side of entertainment. And we're still at a stage where we're trying to go and compete with the big, the big four, the hockey, the basketballs, the baseballs, and the football. We're trying to compete with those and trying to get some of those viewers. So at the end of the day, we really have to do as much as we can to make it interesting for the everyday viewer.